The country club movement develops in America first as a riding club movement, and it's only in the early 20th century that it becomes a golf club in one form or another. In Columbus, the first of those was the Arlington Country Club.
It was a relatively wooded area, and I know some of the holes played down the hill and across the tracks.
And there was a swinging or a drop bridge that allowed the golfers to walk from the ridge of the golf course over the railroad tracks to the other side where they would reach the first hole. The second fairway then ran across Dublin Pike. The third, fourth, and fifth fairway were then along the river. The golfers then for the sixth hole drove back across the road, up the hill, back over the railroad tracks to the south end of the 9-hole golf course. That was a challenge for any golfer.
Following that was the Columbus Country Club in 1905 and the Scioto Country Club in 1916, designed by the noted golf course designer Donald Ross.
4 prominent Columbus businessmen, James Hamill, Samuel P. Bush, W.K. Landman, and Butler Shelton, traveled one day to Southampton, New York, and played an 18-hole golf course. After the round, they decided, hey, we ought to consider this for Central Ohio. When they realized that the 9 holes at Arlington Country Club wouldn't suffice for the new trend in golf of 18 holes, our 4 founders went to the board of directors at Arlington Country Club and basically proposed the idea of Scioto with 18 holes, up-to-date, modern facilities. And what was interesting is the Arlington Country Club okayed this proposal and allowed for their members to join at a preferential rate.
They really wanted to attract a national golf tournament.
In 1920, the club hired George Sargent as their head golf professional. And this was a very fortunate hire for Scioto because George Sargent rose in the ranks of PGA professionals and became the president of the PGA in 1924. Him being president led us to negotiate and successfully land the 1926 U.S. Open and also the 1931 Ryder Cup tournament, which the United States was triumphant in a 9-3 score over Great Britain. The tradition of major golf continued in 1950 when we hosted the PGA Championship. Mayor Jim Rhodes was intimately involved in attracting Sam Snead, Lloyd Mangrum, very prominent players at the time. 18 years later, in 1968, we hosted the U.S. Amateur. Subsequently after that, we hosted the 1986 U.S. Senior Open.
The Scioto Country Club is really a landmark in this community. You know, it's the home of Jack Nicklaus, who's a very famous golfer and has done an awful lot for this community.
As one of his good friends, Robin Obetz, described him, above average in everything that he did as a kid. He was an above average student, he was an above average athlete, and he took to golf at a very young age. Jack took his first golf lesson from our golf professional, Jack Grout. And before you knew it, he was winning state, national tournaments. And to think that Jack Nicklaus, the greatest golfer that ever lived, hit thousands of golf balls on our range, cut his teeth on our golf course, is really an awesome thought. On our centennial celebration, we will be hosting again the 2016 U.S. Senior Open.
100 years is culminating. We've hit that. So what's happened in the next 20 years, the next 40 years, and that's what we're trying to shape today. We're trying to remain relevant. We want to further the game of golf, and so hosting a championship, we just thought it was a neat thing that would draw the whole membership together.